Sorry, my phone is like locking up on me. And the next question comes from a Darren Light. And he writes, "Hey Alex, Sony had their PS5 presentation a couple days ago, and we got our first look at the Miles Morales video game. With the success of Spider Verse and a new game coming out, do you think we'll see a live action Miles Morales movie in the near future?" So thank you for your question, Darren. I'm sorry, you guys. I made two videos about this. When I saw the PS5 presentation, aside from the Miles Morales stuff, I was very underwhelmed. I mean, honestly, the system looks like a router, like a Wi-Fi router, but it does look cool to a degree. But and all the other games that they announced were okay at best in comparison to the Miles Morales stuff that I saw. Now, if anybody who's ever played the PS4 Spider-Man game, which I have, it's amazing. You really feel like you're Spider-Man while playing that game. And I made my reaction video to it and also did a follow-up video. By the way, I need to clarify something that Insomniac Games they're saying it's not an expansion. It's a full game. It's going to be a full standalone game. It's not going to be extra downloadable content. No, it's a full game that's going to come out for the PlayStation 5, potentially for the PlayStation 4. Nothing has been confirmed just yet. Now, to get to your question, with the success of Spider-Verse, which it did get an Oscar, and it was successful in the box office, and this new game coming out, does these leave more breadcrumbs for us to finally get a live action Miles Morales movie, potentially either under the MCU or somewhere in their weird Spider-Verse? I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, no, I don't believe so. I don't believe so at all. I don't believe we will see Miles Morales in live action form, honestly, anytime soon. And there's the reason why. I was told by one of the people who were working on Spider-Man: Far From Home, right when they were doing the promotions of that movie, that Miles Morales is going to make a cameo in that movie. I was told that. That never happened. I even bought the DVD just to see if there are deleted scenes. No, Miles Morales was never cast, nor was he ever going to be in the movie. I'll say this: they probably were looking at some actors for that character to be portrayed, but I don't believe that ultimately he was going to show up. I think though the main reason why I don't believe we'll see a Miles Morales live action movie is because right now under Sony's deal with Marvel, I don't know what that deal entails in terms of them telling Peter Parker's story, but I have to believe that Miles Morales doesn't fit that juncture. I have to, only because things are like right now after they finish their 2-year deal with Spider-Man, things are so shaky right now. We don't know if Tom Holland will stay at Marvel or continue his own little Spider-Verse outside of Marvel. It's so up in the air right now. So for me, I hope one day we will see a Miles Morales live action movie, but from what I'm seeing from Spider-Verse and even this video game, although there are great things that I believe our culture needs, especially blurred culture, I don't believe that Sony is going to make a live action Miles Morales movie. And to wrap up my point, the closest thing we'll get to that is Spider-Verse. That's it. Like that's the closest thing we'll get to it. They had the opportunity to make a live action Miles Morales movie, and they didn't. They chose to do an animated movie, which it was still a dope movie, but I don't really see them making a live action Miles Morales movie anytime soon. But Ian, I think you saw the trailer. What did you think about the live action game trailer? And do you think this is any closer of us getting a live action Miles Morales Sony movie?
Yeah, my thoughts on the game are positive. I disagree, though. I think that they are eventually going to do a Miles Morales like live action, just because the subject we have all the time about some of the diversity, whether people like it or not. These studios are loving the money that it's bringing, and I think eventually they're going to be like, we got to put Miles Morales in the front, kind of like Marvel did with Black Panther, just because we loving this money and this attention and this right now this movement of Black empowerment is very profitable. You know, as much as we can, that's a different subject of it being used for profits, kind of an evil thing, but at the same time, it's bringing awareness. So I think that's coming. Do I think it's coming anytime soon? Probably not. As much as they know it's profitable, it's still it's a process. You can't just hey live action Miles Morales after they literally just did a cartoon and they're still in this whole live action with this other Tom Holland Spider Man. I don't think Sony's made some dumb decisions, but I don't think they're gonna do it like that. They don't just throw it out like that real quick. Like so, you know, I'm holding up hope. I do want to see live action. I think it's in the further future, but it will happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do think it will happen at some point. I just don't like Ian said. Like you can't just throw these things out and then they just happen. I do agree. I do agree when he says, you know, we are in the age now where people are looking at certain aspects of our culture and they're like, oh, let's do that. Like, I do agree with that to a degree, but at the same time, like, although I love that video game trailer, I love what they're doing in Spider Verse. I don't really think that we'll see a live act. Like, I can guarantee you in the next 5 years, like from this point on and from by 2025, we will not see the live action Miles Morales. I hope to be proven wrong, but I can almost guarantee that we will probably won't see a live action Miles Morales movie. But what do you guys think? Do you think that we'll see a live action Miles Morales movie? What did you guys think about the video game trailer? And also, what do you think about Miles Morales probably potentially joining the MCU? Just jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.